Welcome to another GoldMine 101, our regular series of short training sessions, hopefully particularly useful during this lockdown or semi-lockdown period we're experiencing right now. So aiming to give you hints and tips for getting the most out of GoldMine CRM. And this morning, I'm going to cover email templates. What are they? How do you use them? How do you create them? And I thought of 7 key reasons why it's a good idea to use email templates, particularly in GoldMine. Hello, my name is Tim Wilmot, and my company, Wizard Systems, we're a specialist independent CRM systems supplier who help mainly small and mid-sized organizations, mainly in the UK, improve their sales productivity, marketing, and customer service through the use of simple systems like GoldMine. The presentation will be about a quarter of an hour or so in duration, or maybe a little bit shorter. Just an overview of email templates, not meant to be in-depth training as such around the email template feature. My company, Wizard Systems, we offer many extensive training options, mainly online at the moment. But if you want any additional knowledge or skill improvements with GoldMine, please contact us. The audio part of this presentation is one way only. If you've got any questions, please type those into the question box on your meeting control panel. I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also at the end, I'll give you an update on any GoldMine news for you, just to keep you in the loop. This call is also being recorded. After the presentation, you will get an email from our system with a link to the recording. Give it a day or so just to for that email to filter through to you, and we'll probably pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so a quick mention about Wizard Systems. So we are a leading provider of CRM solutions like GoldMine. GoldMine is not the only system we do, but we've been doing GoldMine a long time. We've implemented well over 3,000 systems all over the place into different types of companies as well. And we provide any service around GoldMine, upgrades, training, help desk support, and so on. So let's get into email templates. First of all, what are they? How would you use them? So it's just basically like any other template, a standard email. So if you think about common emails you are regularly sending out to your customers and contacts, they would be good candidates for an email template. The email template can be created or launched from a contact record in a number of ways, but the most standard way is that wherever your email address is on the current contact record, click on the email label there, the hyperlink. That will bring up a default email. Okay, so you can in your options define a default email for when you create a new email, when you forward an email, or when you're replying to an email. Okay, 3 different default templates that you can set up with GoldMine to help you save time and that consistent messaging. Now my cursor's flashing in the subject field. I could in there type in the first few letters of another template, and in my drop-down list, I will have in alphabetical order for me as a user all of the templates at my disposal that are stored in my user area. Every GoldMine user have their own templates, and there's also an area called public. So you can, in that drop-down list there, scroll up and you'll see all of the public templates that all of us share. The whole GoldMine users in your company will be sharing. So by default, it will go to your area in alphabetical order. All the email templates you've created are there. And what it would do is obviously it's got the message, it's got the text within that email. It puts all that in there. The font, any hyperlinks you've got as well, any attached files, your name at the bottom, a salutation, all there to help you save time. and get that consistent messaging out as well. So you just hit send, off it goes, saves you a lot of time. How do you create those templates in the first place? Well, they're very easy to create. They're all stored and created from, in GoldMine, your document management center. I've got it there on my GoldMine toolbar, but you can also get to it from your go-to menu and document templates. That will default to your templates. There are obviously templates belonging to other users. What you'll see are a number of panels. Down the left-hand panel here, right at the top, now GoldMine has always had, and probably always will do, has links to Word templates and Excel templates. In my experience, not many people are using that right now, but it's always been in there, the ability to create letters, forms, templates via leveraging the link to Word and Excel. Halfway down that, or a little bit lower down that, is a section called email templates. So that's where you can see your default email message, your default reply, and your default forward when you're forwarding a message to another user or another email address. So email templates there, all listed below, and then you can put these templates into different sections. If you're accumulating quite a lot of email templates, it might be a good idea to create these little sections there. But basically in alphabetical order, there they all are there. And the one that I had just launched from a GoldMine contact record, there it is there. I could edit it from here if there was something wrong. I can right click over all of these templates and I get a little sub menu popping up there, give me all the options around that particular template. To create a new template from scratch, well, you've got two choices. You can start with a clean slate and a blank template, just type stuff in, or you can clone your existing templates as well. Okay, so any of those templates there, a template belonging to a colleague, you can right click over and select clone from the local menu. I'm going to create a new template from scratch. I can go up to this little email center toolbar here, click on the add button, and there we are. I'm now starting to create a brand new template. I will type in a bit of text first of all. As you can see, I'm not the fastest typist in the world. So a bit of a attention-grabbing subject line, and then I click into the message body, and this is where I can start now typing in the body of the message. So I might start off with some sort of salutation. And what we can do with these email templates is we can personalize them. We can insert, we can merge in information from the current contact record. An obvious thing to include in an email template is the person's name you're writing to, you're sending to, their salutation. So you have this insert field button on the email toolbar there. If I click on that, I get a drop-down list of the most common insertions, fields that you can merge into your email template. And there's a little section here called contact details. And then off of that, you've got all of the normal things you might want to include from the current contact record. So there's the dear field as we have it. And notice the syntax there. In double chevrons, all right, double chevrons, left and right, encompassing that field is put in that field there. The ampersand is just a macro. It's just one of the built-in merge fields from GoldMine. So don't be too fazed by that. But just be aware When you're looking at a raw template, you'll see these fields enclosed with chevrons. Then we'll put in the message itself. Excuse my typing, but we can obviously, as we can do with any email in GoldMine, we can highlight something and include a hyperlink to a web page, pictures. We can change the font, the style of it, which again is good. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to make all of our emails consistent with the corporate branding of your company. So if you want everything in Times Roman or some other font, you can ensure that all of your email communications have the same font, have the same branding, the same kind of layout. So that improves your communications, your corporate branding. So type in the message, and then you might end off with your name or best regards, or however you end your normal email messages. But you may want to insert your name, or if any other user is using this template, their name will go in here. So however, whatever your full name is in GoldMine, that will be inserted there. Next line down, the other thing that you could include, obviously, in an email is your signature file. So that would be maybe your name, your job title, your mobile number, other links to your social media platforms, contact details, and so on. So there's the basic elements of an email template. We've got the subject, we've got the opening of the email with an example of inserting a merge field. We've got the body of the email, and then finishing off the email with your name, your job title, your mobile and signature file, and so on. Anyway, it's now ready for use. I just simply save that template, and it's now ready for use in the system. There it is there. I can see on the right-hand side, I should have mentioned that as I go down and select these different templates, they will be, you'll actually see the preview of what that email template looks like. So we can go back to our record, click on the email address again, type in the first few letters if I wanted to jump quickly to that email template, and select the template there. In it goes, correctly inserted my salutation. There's my full name. I'm going a bit mad as I'm writing myself here, but it's just a demonstration. And there's my signature file as well. Great way of, well, saving time. The other benefits, consider the other benefits of using email templates and within your CRM system. So I've mentioned saving time. Think about all of the regular emails you're sending to your customers. So when you get a new inquiry, thank you for your inquiry. When you get an appointment, confirming an appointment, some kind of online meeting, maybe that merges in all the details. Maybe thanking a customer for an order. But just think about all of the other regular common emails that you and your colleagues are sending. How much time could you save rather than everyone reinventing the wheel every single time they want to thank someone or just confirm something, part of an order process or whatever it might be? You're going to save time. So that's the first benefit. Second benefit, it ensures you include everything in the email. You could, for example, include attached files, maybe terms and conditions, just making sure that everything is included in that email and nothing is forgotten about. Third benefit, corporate branding. So making sure that everyone's email has the same look and feel, just promoting that corporate branding that you've got, and the fonts and the signature file and so on. Fourth benefit, we're improving communications by consistent messaging to our customers. So hopefully just improving that communications channel. Fifth benefit, you could potentially increase revenue by consistent use of email templates. Consider links within the email template. That's pushing traffic to your website or your blog or some other platform, which isn't a bad thing. You know, we're trying to, the more traffic that you're pushing to these platforms that come from outside of that platform, it's going to send a message to that platform that, you know, this is going to improve your SEO statistics. Also, in your signature file, you've got links there to your different social media platforms, your Twitter feed, your Facebook page, YouTube channel, Pinterest, whatever it might be, obviously your website as well. So hopefully driving that traffic to your website. You can also get quite clever with conditional messages, insertions within your email template. So imagine in the background, GoldMine is saying to itself, right, does this customer have product A from us? I am good. Every time we send an email to this customer who has product A, I'm going to insert a little PS at the bottom of the email just to promote product A. Or if they have product B, I'll have a message for product B. You can do that with these GoldMine email templates as well. So possibly increasing revenue. Sixth benefit, having these templates within GoldMine means that we are automatically, as you know, we are automatically recording these messages in the history of that contact record, which again is a good thing to make sure that we are recording all of this online activity. Okay, so every email we send out by default, it's going to be linked to that contact record. So automatically building up that email trail there. And last benefit I thought of was the personalization of the email. My simple examples of the salutation field, maybe inserting the salesperson's name you may have against your contact records in GoldMine, the name of the manager, the name of the account manager, the name of the business development manager or CRM person that looks after that client. Wouldn't it be nice to have that automatically included? If it's not them writing that email, we're including their name in that email. So automatic personalization. So there you are, 7 benefits for using email templates. Save time, ensure you include everything, corporate branding, improve communications, possibly increase revenue, automatic logging in your CRM, and automatic personalization. So I hope that's been of use to you. As we now do, those of you who are regular attendees, I just open out to any questions you've got there. So please type those into the message, the question box on your meeting control panel. So first question from Peggy, how do you set up the signature file? Peggy, that's done as a text file, or you can be a little bit clever, a little bit snazzy with an HTML file that's defined. So you set up that file outside of GoldMine, all right? And then you you actually point to that in your options in GoldMine. So step 1, create the file, text or HTML, with your chosen package, whatever it might be, and then just point to it in your options. You may need to, you can also include the syntax for those merge fields as well. So you can actually set up one signature file for the whole company that everyone uses. You don't necessarily need to set up a signature file for each user, is what I'm trying to say. Depeche, can templates be used with the Outlook link? Yes, they can. GoldMine when the Outlook link first came out for GoldMine many years ago, yeah, templates were, you could use templates with the Outlook link. Then GoldMine dropped it for some reason about, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, but it has recently been reintroduced into the new Outlook link. GoldMine rewrote the Outlook link, making it a bit more efficient. And yes, you can use those templates there. Next question, Dale. Last week you mentioned some promotions that can be found in the blog. You had a look, but you can't see any. Maybe looking in the wrong place. Yes, they tend to be a little bit sporadic in the blog there. I'll send you information on that, Dale. Basically, there are some discounts around maintenance, uptake of maintenance, and purchase of extra users. Next question from Marie. How do you create a signature file with your social media icons coming up? Again, that's done as an HTML file. Probably more likely with an HTML if you're going to include any sort of graphical icons and company logo. That you'd normally use HTML for that. Dale, that was your question as well. Seems to be quite a popular question. Ian is asking, can I use an email to create a bulk mailing list? Yes, you can. So a bit of history. GoldMine has pretty much always had this email template feature. And before the likes of MailChimp came on the scene and all the other players in the email marketing space, you could, and you still can, that email template I created, I could right click over it, and I could, in that document management center, I could right click over it and select merge. And what will pop up then is GoldMine prompting me for who do you want to merge it to? That one contact record, that the current contact record you've got in front of you, or to a group. We did cover creating groups and filters in our previous sessions, Ian. I don't know whether you catch those, but very simple way of creating a list in your GoldMine database, a fixed, a static or dynamic list of contacts you want to mail to. So yes, you can, using the email template feature in GoldMine, merge that template to a group of contact records. It will put in the history of those contact records that today this user has sent that email. But that is it. You've got no further tracking of that email. And secondly, you could, if you abuse this feature, if you use it too frequently, or if you're mailing too many people in one instance, there is a danger, Ian, that you could be brought in front of the anti-spam brigade, and your server could be blacklisted. So you've got to be a bit careful. I do know some of our GoldMine customers that do email merges from GoldMine in a limited way, and there's no problem at all, no issue. They don't abuse that feature, and they keep their volumes fairly low, and they're not concerned with any tracking back in their CRM system. The reason why you may want to consider using systems like MailChimp, Constant Contact, GatorMail, IntelliClick, those are the 4 main mailing systems we link with GoldMine, is that you've got the tracking. The email is going through somebody else's server, not your server. Those servers are optimized for the delivery of that email and giving you, the customer, some useful statistics and feedback on the performance of your email campaign, which you won't get with a simple merge. So a bit of a long-winded answer to your question, Ian. Hopefully that answers that. Jill, have used templates for years and they are very good, but wonder is there any way to protect any of them? If your question, Jill, is as regards other users potentially nabbing your template and affecting it, maybe in the user access you can prevent people seeing your templates. I think there is an option there. No other way really of protecting them or making them read only, to my knowledge, Jill. Next question. Marie's asking another question. I recently sent an e-shot with a template and most bounced back. I was told by support that GoldMine is not set up for this. Well, it's similar to my response to Ian. Yeah, when you're sending out emails, mass emails, unless you know intimately these people and you've got, you will suffer from bounce backs, hard bounces and soft bounce. So soft bounce where that person's on holiday or maybe they've been furloughed and that email address exists, but there's no one's going to respond to it, sort of semi-retired. And then a hard bounce is the email address is blatantly wrong. So I don't know what bounce backs you were experiencing there, but every email mailing campaign you do will get bounce backs, period. You will not get away from it. And yeah, I mean, these bounce backs are going to come back in a GoldMine. If you look at the message, it may tell you why that message bounced back. Maybe that mailbox was full. Maybe that email address did not exist. And it would be rather laborious to look through those messages to fathom out why these messages were failing. That's why these mailing systems are good. They're good at doing this. They're good at weeding out the soft bounces from the hard bounces, and perhaps making sure that you don't do this again. We don't want to be seen to be mailing to email addresses that do not exist. Okay, otherwise that will bring us in front of the anti-spam brigade, which we don't want to do. So if you are going to get into mailing a lot, consider talk to Wizard Systems. We can discuss one of those 4 options for you. One of those 4 options will be best for you. MailChimp, Constant Contact, Gatormail, or IntelliClick. There's a wide range there to suit your budget and the features you want. Marie also sent emails to emails not even on GoldMine. You're unable to advise read that. Yes, so a GoldMine, so an email merge from GoldMine will only merge to email addresses within GoldMine. Again, something like MailChimp or Constant Contact, that could be fed with email addresses from your GoldMine CRM database, plus other things as well. Maybe on your website, you've got a sign me up link. Maybe you do a campaign, or maybe you're forwarding to another email address and you're inviting people to subscribe to your mailing list. You will have, you could have one or many subscriber lists on your MailChimp account. So yeah, that's correct. All right. Okay, Marie, you have 2 bounce back saved, but when searching for the emails, they're not on GoldMine. I think, Marie, I'll get someone to contact you after this presentation. We'll sort out where those bounce backs have gone. You see, there is a feature of GoldMine called email rules. So these bounce backs, there is a feature of GoldMine to put them somewhere where you're not going to get confused with these bounce backs. So don't worry about it. We'll get you sorted. Right. Don't think there's any more questions coming through. Thanks all of you for those great questions. Latest news. So we're doing online training right now. As lockdown is potentially easing. Well, we don't really know exactly at the moment. This is May the 20th, 2020, but certainly online training right now, but we do have a training centre in our Bristol location, and it's a large room, so we can do our social distancing once we're allowed to go back there and everyone is going back to some form of normality. GoldMine 2020 is going through its beta phase at the moment. All right, so beta, B-E-T-A, is the last phase before going live, and so it is imminent. And when it's ready, we'll alert you. We'll include it on our GoldMine training sessions here, and it'll be on our website and our GoldMine blog as well. Go up to our GoldMine blog, by the way. Hundreds of hints and tips on GoldMine, and a way you finding other webinars as well, and our YouTube channel as well. So there's a lot of email security coming in the 2020 release. That's the key thing that's coming in there. So thanks very much for your time. If you've got any suggestions for future topics, please let me know. My name is Tim Wilmot again. Email address is tim@wizard-systems.com. And please let us know of any good suggestions. Hopefully talk to you soon, and thanks very much for your time. Bye-bye.